Here it goes. So, roll out of time. I want to turn the volume down a bit. Oh my god, it's really quiet already. COD 4 mix. It has been a while. There's a reason for that. It's a bad, well, it's not a bad game. I actually really like COD 4. Okay. Standard rollout. Should I watch it 100% or 73%? Like, I've legit no idea. I choose to go the slower route, as you can see. Go right side, get the health pack. Sticky there. That's meant to go on the pillar, by the way. It didn't go on the pillar. Take the mini health packs. This way I'm almost full health. First sticky's up there to get rid of any stickies that are waiting for me. Second sticky. Right, firstly I want to tell you what is wrong with this mid already. Every team that we play against knows I go top. Every team that we play against will spam top straight away. So you can see there we've got scouts spamming it, demo spamming it, and soldier spamming. We, for whatever reason, send 3 players top, which means that me, Stefan, and Walters have all taken immediate spam from that from the enemy team. So we're all like pretty weak. Like you can see, I've lost 40 health already. So yeah, let's carry on this middle. So already the mid's not in our favour. I'm now on 100 health, 80 health. That's a drop down to get a health back. So I've lost that height advantage that I so obviously want on the Granary. I've lost the height advantage on the enemy team, and I've now pretty much submitted to mid. I'm weak, even after taking the health back. Rib is very aggressive, spamming me, and the rest of my team is weak as well because 3 of us went top. So the heals aren't getting spread out very well, or they can't be spread out very well. So I'm now in the corner. We're really split. You can see here that we've got people back there, and we've got people on the far left, while they're back there spamming us, or spamming me. So I've got 3 people on me. I'm just sitting in the corner really weak. You can see here I'm on 45 health. Continually spamming. I take a pipe, I'm on 9 health, and the mid's going really bad for us. Nox has just died. He dies there, and I make the call, we need to get the medic down, or force Uber. So we go in now. I didn't say, right, problem number 1, or problem number 2 of that mid. Well, there's a lot of problems that I didn't list. Anyway, I didn't say I was coming back in. I said I was backing out, I was weak. I didn't say I was coming back in, I didn't say what side I was coming back in. Stefan didn't know I wanted that health back, so he took it. It's fair enough. Just, again, miscommunication. So I'm coming in now on 9 health to try and force a Uber, so I have to play it very safe. You can see here, just spamming around the corner. Now, I didn't know that they forced it as soon as I stepped in then. So I step in here, I'm on 9 health, and Mirren's in my face, he's got an Uber. So there's obviously going to be somebody coming to clean up soon. So I stand still, I see what's going to happen, can't get away, I stand still, let him kill me. So that's, what the hell? Okay, that's great. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. Okay, right, so that's what went wrong on that middle. You can see that the thing that lost us straight away, and there was no coming back from it, was sending 3 people top. Against a team that knows that you're going to send your demo man top, that's never a good idea because you're just going to eat too much spam. Especially, yeah, when I take that super slow route even. So here, we want to block this. We know they don't have Uber. We're trying to get a little bit of time blocking it, delay them a little bit so they can't just steamroll to last. Walters goes in, does a nice bit of damage to demo man. 3 of us spawn, Walters goes down. So we've delayed them a bit. Walters did a lot of nice damage to them. I jumped top straight away. The reason I go top is we need some pressure from top. Top was the quickest place to go to as a demo man to spam safely. Bottom left, we've got a soldier building with Nox. So he goes there. I think Mike goes the same side as well. I'm not sure where Mike went. But I go top. Excuse me. I need to take a drink. My throat's hurting already. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I went top because it's the easiest place for me to spam them. So like, you'll see here in a second when I come out here. Right now, I've got immediate spam back in that left corner, which if I was down there, I wouldn't have. The closest around that corner I could spam is probably around there, because I couldn't go around this angle, because I couldn't go around to get a better angle, like I've got now, because the soldiers are spamming too easy. However, up top, it's a lot harder for the soldiers to spam me. And if the demo man comes in, I can pick him up. So I get some immediate rocket stickies on that demo man, this soldier. Murlin then takes 80 sticky damage as well. I have no idea how he died. He took a 3rd sticky, 3 stickies, and Murlin hasn't died. So they're very weak on that left corner. And Murlin's scared. I want to push out here and do some more damage to them, but I don't, because I know Ribs around there. That could be stickied. So I just leave it knowing that we've pressured them enough. We do want to We know that they've got Uber soon. We don't have it yet, so we're playing very safe, waiting for us to get Uber. Our intention is to block this. I've split off from Nox. This is because we think they've got a slight advantage. The reason I split off from Nox here is they'll have to chase either him or me. If they chase him to left, that means I'm safe here and can spam them. Nox will then come around behind me and come in right side. If they chase me, I turn around, jump over to left to Nox, and I'm with him, and we push in left side. So either way, we're going to be, one of us, we will be safe. We're far back enough that they can't get to us properly. I've got stickies around the point, I can bounce them away. They can't chase either of us down properly. We get Uber now. And then we know that we want to make a move. Or sorry, not that we want to make a move. We know that Broder likes to push the right side. So as soon as we know that we hear that there's nothing on the left side, I switch around, turn around straight away, and they're already on the right side. We force a multi here. Nox holds off his Uber a little bit longer. And then the idea here is when they Uber, push behind them. But you can see immediately there's a scout on the point. There's about to be another one, so I have to turn around almost immediately as soon as I see that I'm getting capped. I turn around, focus my attention on the scouts. This really frustrated me. I got a nice sticky on Miralin there, and then you can see that second sticky directly on him, but it bounces off him. It fucking bounces off his back and goes into that left corner there. So Miralin should have died, but he was incredibly lucky that my second sticky bounced off him. When I'm doing these demo reviews, I never know why are you guys silent because you're finding this interesting, or are you bored out your fucking mind? Like, I genuinely no idea, because it's kind of worrying. Like, I'm expecting a lot of opinions and like, oh yes, I agree, that was good idea, Epsilon, or oh poor, I don't know. I say a lot and you're stupid. Well, the thing is, there's like, in a TF2 game, there's so much going on. That I have to talk really fast and I have to get everything out as quickly as it's happening. Don't worry to speak, okay. Right, I'll forget you guys exist. No, I won't. So yeah, Miralin was really lucky that happened. We get a scout pick there in the top right. Miralin's weak, so we know they can't immediately contest this again. So the idea is we want to keep pushing. We get another soldier pick there by Stefan. Stefan's out on the flank still. I want to push out straight away. We're just dealing with whatever's around us still. We get the soldier pick. The soldier's gone down behind us. I need to tab out a second because I just got messaged. Right, anyway, back to this. So we dealt with the players behind, we dealt with the players on the flank, which means that we're now safe to keep pushing. I opt for the left side because I know the Denman's still alive on the right side. I know he was right side. I'm still checking for things here anyway. Better safe than sorry, especially in the grand final. But I've opted for the left side because I know it should be safe. So I'm still checking anyway, just to be, like I said, 100% safe. I jumped top right because, like I said, I know they're right side. I know they're going to be backing out soon. I got some nice spam here on Rib. If I was a bit more aggressive, or if that sticky was a bit better placed, that sticky should have bounced him into that corner. That was what I was hoping for, to catch anybody off that was still backing out. Didn't manage to get Rib, and he's gotten out and only taken 100 damage. But that's fine. So Rib's out. We're now back on middle. We've taken it. I've got the high ground. I drop down because I know Rib's going to keep spamming there. I drop down, spam him from bottom right where he can't get me, or he won't expect me to be immediately, rather. He backs out because he takes another sticky. And now, I can't remember if Mirren died or not. I don't think he did, so it's equally, but I get a lot of nice spam here. So we know they're weak, and I keep the pressure on. I take a bit of damage myself, but I'm continually pressuring them because I know how weak they are. So I'm spamming. I see them coming forward here. We're backing out a bit. I want to get some ammo. Like, this is one thing that I see not a lot of other Denman doing. I don't like having that little ammo. I will always want to have around 20 ammo. And yeah, like seeing that little really annoys me. I don't know if it's OCD or whatever, but I can't stand having that little. So I go to get ammo here, none there, so I jump over to the right side, get it there, walk back over to Nox. So now, excuse me, now we're going to prepare for the push. What we like to do is push towards this left side, because generally most teams will have their entire team around there. So there's two options. One is pushing into left side, going behind them, and killing whatever's on the left unubered, or pushing into right and forcing the Uber. So I can't remember exactly what we did, we'll see. So it looks like I'm just spamming at the moment, getting as much damage as I can. I take a pipe, so we're going to have to slow this. They might even be a bit aggressive. I'm playing very close, hiding around the corner, trying to avoid any spam. Again, spamming. I see Rib quite out of position. I catch Rib, we force the Uber here. Now this is where things get sour for us. I've caught Rib out, but we're a bit too aggressive, and it's just me still. It's just me and Nox. I come around this corner. I don't force Uber straight away because I've run out of ammo after all that spam and the damage on Rib. I then change to pipes. One sticky underneath Nox, Mirren's feet. Stops him. Excuse me, my voice is doing it again. Jesus. One sticky underneath Mirrolin forces him to use it. And then this is really well played by Mirrolin and Zebasai. And Tech. They block me. So you can see here, I'm trying to get out. Mirrolin's blocking me there. I can't go around. I have to go around that right long way because Zebasai's there. So you can see I keep pausing it. Mirrolin's still 100% focused on blocking me. My sticky, I put a sticky down to jump away. Yeah, I put a sticky down to jump away, but he's in such a position that the sticky's are in between both of us. So if I use it, I'll just bounce backwards. Yeah, so I get bounced around. I can't get out. I go down here. And that's now a bad trade for us. We also had Walters in who's trying to get on the flank, as he normally does. This a good trade where I got the demo man pick there. Has now gone very sour for us because of the really nice blocking by Mirrolin. The medic face. Sorry guys, my throat is killing me. So now, as you can see, Nox are playing very defensive. We know, or we think at least, that they're going to push, and they do push. So Nox wants to play very defensive to make sure that he can get out. He's in the back right corner, and he is going to get out. We kill Mirrolin, which means now we've now got the advantage. Mike gets a nice pick on him. I spawn with Nox. So yeah. Now it's just a case of sticking it back. You can see there I sticky did soldier instantly. I knew that I thought at least that somebody was going to want to come for Nox. Someone did try to spam a little bit, but he was scared off just because he saw that I was around near Nox. So now we've got a slight advantage. We're building here. We're waiting for players to come back in. Then we're going to try and get this push going. We do have an advantage, and we know we do. So we do want to start pushing. It's just a case of where to push. Right. So on middles now. Second to middle is a very hard push, even with advantage. The safest place to go without having to use it is top. And I say this because very rarely will anyone sticky top. At most, there will be a soldier on the top left crate up there that can spam you. Demo men will almost always sticky that door that's through this wall. Very rarely sticky up there. It'll generally be a soldier watching there. The soldier can't, I can easily spam him away, which we might even see me doing. We'll go up top and I'll fire some stickies onto that top left crate. We'll also, don't forget, have some pressure from bottom left, so the soldier might have his attention drawn away from top left, from up there where we are, because we've got a scout or soldier, trying to walk in through bottom left, and that's taking his attention because he's having to spam down there. So yeah, let's see what we do. If I recall, that's what we did, but we'll see. You can see here, I've called that they're playing very defensive. There's not really much we can do because look, there's absolutely nobody here. We've got a soldier going top and Nox going top with him. They go in straight away. The reason I've not gone with them is because, like I said, soldier's top left, he can easily spam there. If there's too many of us there, we've already got a scout and soldier up there. If there's any more of us, he'll get a lot of damage on us, and we'll either have to use Uber or we'll have to wait and heal up. So I go bottom right. I'm waiting for my team to either say that it's clear or to do something. We get a 1-for-1 pick. I know that I then get told it's clear. I come in, we see the scout come in bottom right behind us, and someone else steals them. I'm continually pushing here to pressure them. I get a lot of damage here. Now this again is something I don't know whether it's insane luck or whatever. But I did a lot of damage to them there. I arced a few stickies over at the same time, so they all landed around the same time. You can see all the damage numbers there. Mirrolin and Rib are now split. Rib is in an off position. I can't remember if I call this properly to my team. Rib is in an off position there. You can see I'm not overcommitting because I know. Hang on. I know that the medic and soldier are still there, and if I focus all my stickies on Rib, I might kill him, but that means they're free to come out. So here it's just safe spamming because I don't want to lose this advantage we've got. I don't want to, because we've gotten mid for free without ammo. You can see there we've still got Uber, so it's safe spam on that demo man in the corner. Even though he's trapped, I still have to be safe about it because I know how close they are and that they could just he could just jump around and land on my face. So there, he takes a pipe. He takes the pipe for 100, and then another roller. We force the Uber. There's a back cap going on. Stefan's gone back for it. We weren't sure if he was going to be able to win the 1v1 or not because Cookie was near the health pack. Cookie does lose the 1v1. Rib overextends there. We pick up Rib. I know I don't have a demo man, so I go aggressive now. One sticky onto Mirrolin, force Mirrolin out of position. I have to then jump away. I left my stickies there because I knew I was either going to force that soldier to drop onto them, or maybe they'd go back into that corner, which they did. Mirrodin took the stickies again. I was forced off the top, so now I'm having to play very defensive. I've got people rushing me, but I'm just going to run back into that health pack. My team is still pushing along the right side, so we've still got this middle because they don't have a demo man. Now the problem here. For every demo sticky's top. The problem now is that I mentioned that I'm going to have to fall back and get this health pack. My team still pushed along this right side. When on middles, especially Granary, if your team is top or right side and the enemy team is bottom right and your demo is back left on the health pack, their demo has the advantage on spamming up top and bottom right, whereas I have to spam from here all the way over this crate into that corner. It's not as effective as a demo man spamming from there, up there or there. So that the red team were in a better position to spam here, because my team overextended there. We could have just sat on the point and healed up and had a soldier top, and then I could push along this left side. We had to wait a little bit, but we didn't. Nox dies, their medic dies as well, but we've lost Nox. And now Stefan managed to clean up, so we can still get this middle, but we have paid the price of losing our medic. But the other team lost the medic as well, so it's okay. Mike managed to make up for it. So we know they don't have many spawners now. We're trying to keep the pressure on, seeing where they are. Demo spamming us. We're not too keen on pushing them. We're going to see what it's like, see if we can pressure it. We're just checking out, trying to evaluate how safe Yard is. They didn't have a medic, nor do we, so it's very likely that we can get it. Obviously we don't. Oh, sorry, okay, okay, so this is the thing that Mike does a lot. He's actually pushed in on the flank, he's gone through garage, he's gotten a pick on the scout. Like Mike said in his interview, Granary is probably one of his favourite maps because of how much you can do it, exactly what you can do in that garage. Like, there's so many opportunities. I can't believe this has only been 6 minutes into the demo. Are you fucking kidding me? Should I stop pausing it and talking? Should I just keep talking? While you guys answer that, I'm going to go get a drink. Be right back. Okay, you want details, fine. So yeah, like I was saying, Mike likes to go in the ramp room, catch a scout off guard, catch a soldier off guard, whatever. He's got that pick there, so that means we've got left side freed up. They're going to be wanting to back off right side now, because if they stay here to pressure us, we can then get in behind us. If they fall back, we get Yard. So it's a loss either way for them. And we take the Yard. So this is another push we like to do when we have... I want to say advantage, I can't remember if it's an Uber advantage, but it's a player advantage. Because the scout's down, that means the left side's completely open. So what we do is I will sit on this right side with the scout protecting me, which you can see Stefan there. And my team will go focus on the left side. So they'll go, Z, top left, bottom left, anywhere. Because the scouts are generally the ones that hold that garage area. That means they've got a player deficit on the garage side. So my team can push in easier there. You can see here, I call this no sticky Z. We get some pressure in there. Mike, again, doing more work top left, gets a down pick. The problem here is a miscommunication between, about what we wanted to do. I wanted to pressure them. Nox wanted to be careful about it. I pressured them, Nox was careful, and I died along with Stefan. So now everyone else is backing out. Very weak, might I add. And it's very lucky that Nox managed to survive here. Walters sacrifices himself for Nox, which is a great play by him. It's always going to be hard to get a kill there. It was just making sure that they didn't chase Nox. They didn't chase Nox. They got blinded by the scout and went for the scout. So now Nox has survived. We're at least close to Uber while they have it, so we can possibly defend mid. We want to try to defend mid. I go top. So again, I'm all about height advantages. I want to go top. I hear them are sticking. I can't remember. What I should have done here is put a sticky there, and like I do on mid rollouts, and detonated it. Like I normally do on mid. Yeah, I said that. Like I normally do on mid rollouts to just clear any stickies at the top. I should have done that. I can't remember if I did. But we might have just been scared off by the fact that we heard the sticky trap and they've already got ×4 on the point. But we'll see what happens here. So there's that sticky to get rid of any stickies that are up there. Like I said, when I'm going top, if there's normally a soldier top left, which means I can easily spam him. Demo had stickies bottom right. but we're kind of scared to go in here. We delay, we get the Uber and we Uber in. We lose one player. I'm kind of weak back right, and now Nox is getting bounced out. Mirren and Zebzai again are doing this thing where they play a block, and it's really fucking annoying because they are very good at it. Not many people do it, and it's kind of not a misused, an underused play in TF2, I think. Honestly, these are the only people I ever see doing it, or at least doing it properly. So again here, what I have to do is sticky up. I decked my stickies way too early there. The intention wasn't to bounce him away from Nox, the intention was to kill him. I fucked up, I decked too early, and that should have been a soldier pick there, which meant that, like, you can see there Mike has got a pick on a scout, and we should have had a soldier pick there, which would have given us mid back for free. But we don't get it. I hit a pipe on the demo, so I call he's weak. I can't remember if we pressure here or not. We could have continued pressuring, but there's a lot of spam in. Nox is weak, so we're kind of scared off. Okay, so like I said, getting ammo again. I let my ammo run far too low a lot in this game, I think. That's kind of disappointing because I don't normally. So there's far too many times where I didn't have enough ammo to do things. So normal place to sticky, left side, right side. I don't bother sticking in there because you can see them coming far earlier and I can spam it instantly if I see them coming there. And it'll either force them out straight away or, you know, we'll see them coming immediately. Whereas on this right side, left side, I can see them coming, but I mean, yeah, it's just preference really. You can sticky anywhere, I believe, but I prefer sticky left and right because all we really have top left is a scout, and he can't push that choke alone, so stickies help him, at least scare them. So you can see here spamming through there with pipes, getting some pressure on them, trying to figure out how far away they are. Obviously I'm not hitting anybody, so I know they're far away. And the demo's doing exactly the same thing to me. Excuse me, Mike's hiding top right, above that lamp. You can see there soldier spamming top left. We've then put soldier top left as well so that he can spam onto him. And yeah, I hear the pipe hit a lot of people there, so I know they're close. My stickies have been moved, and Mike's had to drop down from top right. So we've lost a lot of pressure on that right side already due to the stickies being lost and Mike being lost. You can see they're now getting a bit brave and spamming from that bottom area. What I should have done here really is re-stick it up that top right area. You can see me going to get ammo again because I'm using a lot of pipes. So yeah, this is very slow at the moment because we're both just really feeling each other out. I'm spamming them to see how far away they are. If they were any closer, we possibly could have moved into them, but we don't really get the opportunity. There's only one point in this so far that I've actually hit him with a pipe, the pipe spam there, and that didn't give us enough of it didn't give us enough of a chance basically. And they're doing exactly the same, just they're just spamming. So they do the normal thing, which I mentioned. I actually wrote this in my document thing. They like to sack players. There goes Tech. They go for the sack with Tech. He doesn't get it. And now we've got the player advantage, so we're going to push off this again. Now I mentioned teams will always have a soldier top left. It is never the pocket. Tech is down. Obviously Zebutai is their pocket, so we know that top left area is clear. So look at immediately 4 of us going bottom left. I get a scout spam immediately, so there's no pressure top left anymore whatsoever. Tech's down, scout's weak, he's having to back off. So we've now walked in left side completely for free. I tell Nox I want to push across the point because I know they're right side. I want to meet them head on and Uber versus Uber. We get the pick on Cookie after I get the sticky spam on him, so it's now Uber versus Uber. We've got 2 player advantage. I ignore the Uber players and I go straight for the people that aren't Ubered. Miralin sees me run at the scout, so Miralin runs towards the scout, and then while he's doing that, Zebasite doesn't get Ubered, so Stefan gets him. So Miralin kind of gets split up. I tried to get him here, but I misread where he's going to be running to, and I placed the sticky in the wrong place. So now we've got a huge player advantage. It's equal Ubers, but we get in the middle, which is what we wanted. We managed to walk in left for free, like I said, by reading... hey Hui, how's it going, man? By reading exactly which player it was we killed and what his normal role is. Okay. So again, we've got the player advantage. We're going to try and feel them out, see how far away they are. I get a nice sticky there. I call where the demo is. I call the demo's taking a lot of damage, and I really want to get Rib there. I don't understand how he didn't die. Again, 3 stickies on him, he doesn't die. I call he's weak for the players on the right, but the players on the right can't get in due to spam or whatever, and we have to back off that. So that really should have been a demo man pick. And again, it's frustrating how it wasn't because I did a whole lot of damage to him. The STVs aren't up, or at least Admirable isn't online to ask them if they are, so I can't really say. That's why I'm doing just a replay, POV review. Okay, so just spamming them again. They've managed to take a lot of room from us because we backed out to get ammo and whatnot, so they've managed to push in a little bit through this left side. Now, I want to quickly talk about why we do this right side push. I know they're all far left. Rather than walk in stem and doing Uber versus Uber, I want to push in right side and pick off whatever I can, or even walk in here for free. And I also saw the demo spamming on left, which means I know he's got no stickies here. So I haven't even checked for stickies yet. I've just walked in. The idea here is to either force the Uber or get a soldier pick. You can see there a soldier's on his own. I try to do as much damage as possible to him. There's the first sticky, misses because I expect him to back off. Second misses, third hits him. The rest go underneath him, and I put 2 underneath him because I know I've already hit him with 100, so the 2 there will kill him if he doesn't get Ubered. And then I put a third one there for Mirren to bounce him away. Mirren runs in immediately and Ubers him, so that isn't going to do anything. They managed to back off sooner than I thought they would. So now it's Uber versus Uber. They've got a really weak soldier here, so that's really important. Zebasai and Tech are both here. This soldier's really weak, but they both want to push in versus a down man through this little area. And you can probably guess how it's going to play out, or you'll remember how it played out at least. So Tech's really weak. He's having to take a lot of the Uber here, so I put stickies behind Miralin then to get some stickies onto Zebasai. Zebasai then has to get Ubered as well, so that he doesn't take too much damage. Tech is still kind of weak. They're both continuing to push. We start to back out so that we can't get player blocked because we remembered it's happened twice already. Tech is now overextending and he's about to lose his Uber. He's kind of weak. So immediately the focus call from me is to get him. I then turn around because I see that Mike and Mitzi and Walters are going to get him. I then get a nice sticky onto Mirren because Mirren's trying to save Tech with his last bit of Uber. He then eats a sticky and now I hit a pipe on him. The second sticky goes there. So although Mirren's in the air, I can just put a sticky underneath him. The second sticky is so that the soldier can't come in and bounce me away. So I've got a sticky there so that Mirren can't run towards me, and I've got a sticky there so that the soldier can't run towards me. Mirren's then zoned out in that corner, and I just have to hit him with a pipe or anyone hit him with anything really. And that soldier can't come in at risk of taking too much damage. So immediately I zoned Mirren off just from that one sticky. I know I did a lot of damage from it. It was 112 damage with one sticky. Oh, the curse, yeah, good idea. There we go. I remembered. Okay, so like I was saying, 112 is a lot of damage to the first sticky, but I zoned off the soldier with the other 2 stickies, and Miralin was then a free pick. So we've turned that 2 versus 1 Uber around, and we've now got a player advantage. Rib also goes down on the flank. I'm not really sure how. I presume he was focused on what was happening on the right. Scouts going on the left, and we've now cleaned up. We've wiped them all. That's the last player to go down. That's a 6-man wipe for I think we lost 2 people at most, and we know that we can just push straight onto last. So the call is spawn camp, the usual epsilon call. I call which side I'm going, I stick it immediately. Our soldier jumps to the other side, we go straight for the points. You can see there Mitzi spamming the left side, I'm spamming the right side, no one can come out. And that's the first round. That was actually quite a long round, that was a 10-minute 25 round. Okay, so the first meal didn't go very well. First, if you remember, I mentioned that 3 of us went. I don't know why I'm pausing. It's a rollout. 3 of us went top, so we lost it immediately after that. Let's see how this middle goes. I think we lost this as well. Our middles weren't our strongest points last night. We lost a lot of them. So again, opting for my usual rollout, the slow one, the health pack one, the full health one. You can see there 160 health them on. First sticky there to get rid of any stickies. Rib very aggressive cross point. We've only sent 1 person top, the other scout's bottom. That's so that we take reduced damage. That scout's, as you can see, he's got a buff, and this scout's got a buff. We didn't take too much damage that time. So the start of this middle's good. First sticky top right in that soldier, because Mitzi tends to come out bottom right here, so, and he'll jump up here, so I help him out by spamming whoever's up top right and whoever's up top left. Sorry, they're both top right, but left top right and right top right, if that makes sense. Now, immediately, the problem is we've still got people in that bottom right area. They've got 2 up top, and they've got 2 across the point. I have to focus there because I want them to get out of bottom right, but I also needed to focus here to help out our scout. I can't remember if I do or not. I don't think I did, because I'm focused on hitting the soldiers up top. And you can see there's second sticking over him, third sticking over him, so I do 90 damage to him. He's weak top right. That's opened up a lot of space for Mitzi. Mitzi gets his kill on the first soldier, which I got weak for him. And now that second soldier's weak as well, so that's freed up a lot for Mitzi. I now focus my attention on the combo, which are just coming around from this corner here. So I didn't focus the scouts, but we didn't lose our scouts, so it wasn't too bad, but they took a lot of space in that. Rib then takes 70 damage from me, Mirren takes 40. That soldier top right's weak, so he should be a pick any second. Cookie and Zeba do get a pick on Mitzi. Mitzi was unfortunate not to pick that up. And now this is a problem that we sent 2 soldiers bottom right, and they were backed out in that bottom left, bottom right area as well. So they had a little 2v3 or 2v4, whatever it was, in that back right corner, while 4 of us sitting on this point. And like I was saying before, I can't spam over this as easy as they can fight in that right corner for head to head. So they didn't have my support, and that's a lot of support they're missing out on. So we've now lost 2 people because they overextended, and we have to back out this middle as far as I remember. So you can see that I'm just spamming, backing out, backing out. We've lost Walters and Stefan. They do exactly the same thing. They go into that right corner while the call was to back out. I now know that it's just me and Nox. They're going to want to go aggressive. So my immediate thought process is they're going to want to jump from here. That is the area. That's the easiest area to jump from. That and left side. Right side, you can't really jump that quickly because, you'll want to jump from there, but you can't because you'll just hit your head here, or a soldier will at least. Whereas here, just put your first sticky there, or your rocket there, and you're out instantly. So my first sticky immediately goes top there. Rib is very aggressive, takes 1 sticky, takes a second, he's dead. And then the soldier's coming as well. I hear him come behind us. Now this is a huge mistake on Nox's part. I see that soldier, I hear the soldier coming in far right aggressively. Like I said, if he came right side, he couldn't jump this way, and he's gone all the way around. Because he saw me spamming here, so that was a nice choice by him. I immediately put 2 stickers on here because I know what he's going to want to do. He's either going to want to go through Z or go for me here. And if he goes through Z, we can fight them head on with Uber. If he comes after me here, I've got 2 stickies waiting for him. So you can see here, soldier jumps, I put another sticky down, 2 stickies immediately on him. He is, I watched the VOD back and he was on 20 something health. And we've got a scout on my face as well. I'm in a corner, I can't get in, I got bounced into the corner, not should have Ubered here. That's a pick there. I don't manage to put another sticky down and I die. Because I got meat shot by Cookie. I was on 130 health and Cookie meat shot me. Thank God I turned that cursor on. So I got meat shot by Cookie. It was unfortunate because obviously Nox did want to Uber me, but I took a huge meat shot which he probably wasn't expecting, and Cookie finished me there and then. So that's now turned very sour for us on what was a big advantage from my pick. We now need to bounce them away, which they're doing. Nox is just trying to get out and keep Nox alive. He stays a bit too far forward to heal our soldier. And now Nox dies. Luckily for us though, Walters comes with a huge flank, and we pick up 3 frags off them overextending for Nox. So now we want to we've got second still because of how much they chased. They didn't have any. They didn't have people capping middle. My team are all around the yard area and the middle area. So rather than helping them, I've gone to meet Nox so that we can get an Uber advantage. Or at least try to. I can't remember if we do. Because, as far as I remember, Nox was going to spawn around the same time or a little bit before Mirrodin. What's interesting to note here is that both teams have gone crits. We've actually got a 10% disadvantage though, because for whatever reason... actually, yeah, I want to pause this quickly to discuss what Kurt said. Yeah, both scouts are wearing the same hats. This is because they don't want us to focus Cookie. That is literally the reason they wear the same hat. So that we can't focus Cookie. Or at least that's why I think they do it. I don't understand any other reason to wear the same hat. But yeah. Because we like to focus Cookie a lot. Because he's a very good scout. So anyway, both teams have gone crits. So it's very important to notice what we do here differently to Broda. The standard crit sticky from that right area will be pushing top. Yeah, it'll be pushing from that top area with crits because they'll want to spam over and pick up. Because look at the positioning now we're in. We're all around this bottom right area, which makes the spamming easier for them. And I've got my standard sticky trap up. Standard positions from everybody really. And now again, it's just feeling each other out, finding out what's happening. We have no idea they've got crits, but we can see there they're playing very close. I call to Nox that they're playing close. We go in. I get first sticky on Mirrolin, second sticky on Soldier, first sticky on a Scout, second sticky on Mirrolin, third sticky on Demoman. So that's a 3. That was a 3 for 1, 3 for 2 exchange. That was. We've come out huge on top of that, and then it's 2 people left now. I make a huge mistake here. My call was Mike take their health. I don't call it yet. I'll pause it when I do call it. So you can see here Mike's running towards a health pack, and he turns. Now, right then I called Mike take their literally as Mike was 2 seconds away, not even 2 seconds, a second away from that health pack. I call Mike take their health pack, Stefan take ours. My thinking behind that was that Mike is fast at the moment because of Mike's health. Mike is faster than Stefan, or around the same speed. I thought to myself at least that he was faster, so I wanted Mike to take their health pack as quick as possible, and then Stefan take ours. Huge confusion about this. Mike heard the call. I don't think Stefan did. But the first thing is that call was a bad call to make. I should have let them do their own thing. Like, Mike was almost out of that health pack, and he would have been fine to get it, because Stefan saw that he was going to get that health pack. So you can see here, Stefan you just saw on the corner of the screen there, saw that Mike was going to get this health pack, and Stefan started running across the point. They're now confused by my call. Stefan goes to get our health pack, while Mike turns around because he sees Stefan running there. So there's just a lot of fucking dancing on the point now. And Mike's about to go get there. And you can see in a second that I'll type lol in chat, an exclamation mark. There it is. I typed lol because that was just dumb as fuck. I can't believe after that I can't believe I made that call. Like, looking back at it now, that is the dumbest call I could have made in the fucking world. I can't, like, that was my thought process behind it, and I'm letting you guys know that. But looking back, and I'm sure you guys know as well, or you guys think at least, that was a really fucking dumb call. I should have let them do their own thing. You know, Mike was right next to the health pack, but you can see, like, Mike listened to my call, and so does Stefan. They both listened to my call, regardless of how dumb it is. And it's really important that as teammates, you listen to your caller, good or bad. If it's a bad call, you can discuss it afterwards. But for a team to flow, you need to listen to your main caller, even if it is as dumb as that was. Oh, that call. It was a dance that made it the funniest. Where Mike and they were unsure which health pack to take after I'd called it, and they both ran to the wrong one, and they just fucking danced around middle. Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm sure a lot of people were, because that was 100% my fault. Though we didn't get any time on mid, it was 100% my fault. I shouldn't have called it. I should have let them do their own thing. Like I said, Mike was nearly at the health pack, and he could have just taken it. But yeah, it happens. There are a lot of, like I said, there were a lot of big mistakes throughout last night that, well, we made and the other team made. But there were mistakes that Epsilon wouldn't normally make. So we were pretty upset with ourselves. So it's important again to note here. Excuse me. Broder went crits, or stayed crits rather, and we've gone back to normal Uber. So if I just resume this then. Does anyone know how long I've been doing this, by the way? I'd like to know. But yeah, so what happens here is Mike extends on the left side, he gets bounced by Tech and caught out, so we're now at a player deficit. They've got crits, we've got Uber, so we don't really want to hold yard anymore. We don't know they've got crits, but we know it's a possibility. We see them close there. Now, again, a huge mistake in calling from me and Nox. My call was play into them, they're coming through a choke area, we can win this. Nox's call, get out, play defensive. That was like two huge difference calls between me and two different calls. Two, like, you can't have a bigger difference in calls between your main calls. Like me and Nox, for anyone that doesn't know, are the main calls for Epsilon. Like mostly I'll call pushes, focus and whatnot, and Nox will control the flow of the game generally. But obviously sometimes it'll get mixed up and we'll both just call anyway. Or one of us will just call throughout the entire game. It varies, but that's generally how we want it to work. Here, I still believe my call was the correct one. I don't think we should have backed out here. But then again, I was in the better position to do what I wanted to do. So you can see here, I see them coming in. Solder takes immediately about 100 damage coming in. I know he's weak in that corner. He's tried to rocket jump as well, so that's probably about 130 damage, 140 damage, unless he's got gunboats. I can't remember. Probably does. So we'll say he's taking 100 damage. He's going to be on that left corner, hiding. He then takes no more stam, but they come out of this area. So immediately I've got 40 damage on each of these players. 40 damage on Mirrorlin, 40 damage on Rib, 40 damage on the other soldier. I get another sticky on them. That's another 40. That's 70 on Rib, 40 on Soldier, 40 on Mirrorlin. So they're weak again. Another sticky on that Soldier. He's taken another 50. So he's on about 30 health, 20 health. He's taken 110, and he's taken 100. Another sticky on the Soldiers. 100 on the other Soldier, and 50 on the other Soldier. That's, like, so much damage! I'm getting mad looking at this again. Because somebody should have died here, and nobody did. They were, like, I watched the VOD back and they were all almost less than 10 health. And you can see there, my second sticky misses because they go into that corner. My third sticky misses because that soldier jumps out somehow, and he goes back into that corner. So my last bits of spam miss, and I would have gotten at least 2 kills out of those last 2 stickies, which would have completely turned it for us. But because I didn't have the support from my team, because there were 2 different calls from my team, hey Cyclist, yeah, because there were 2 different calls from the team, that didn't go well for us. Had everybody followed my call, I believe that would have gone well for us because they were so weak. You know, watching the VOD back, I'm pretty sure there were 4 or 5 people less than 30 health. And we could have cleaned that up because almost all of their focus was on me. Like, they didn't really do anything with their crits, they just focused me. So yeah. But I mean, like I said, you have to follow one of the calls, and Nox's call was followed and people backed out. But I died for it. So yeah. Anyway, that's what happened there. Like I said, there was a lot of mistakes that were made by lots of people, both individual errors and team errors. That was one of the both individual and team errors there, by having 2 different calls. So we've at least got Uber now for this last point. We know they've got crits, and Miriam still has crits, but doesn't have it yet. So we know we want to push. So we're just getting prepared for this push, getting people buffed up, getting heals, you know, doing the general stuff you would do before pushing. Waiting for the spawners. Generally, okay, quickly I want to pause this again. One thing I wrote down in the document is that, again, I mentioned this earlier, they like to sack 2 players. It'll always be a soldier and 1 more, maybe just a soldier. So I know, and they always come top as well. So I said, as I was spawning, I said to the team, watch out for them bombing players, watch top. Immediately, Mitzi jumps up here. He hits 1 rocket on Tech, and then a direct rocket on Cookie as well, and Mike does exactly the same. They both hit 2 direct rockets, 1 on each of the players, and they both get dropped, with nothing done to Nox. So Nox is fine. Oh, they might have done a little bit of damage, but yeah, they got cleaned up. We know that we can push in here. I'm just checking everywhere. Beta Stick is out from Rib, get them down, and now it's Kiss pushing. So here, I don't want to push into them, because generally the spawns on second aren't that long. So I don't want to have, and I don't know what's on the right side, so I don't want to turn my back to this area because I don't want to get rushed. Even if we've got Uber, I don't want to get rushed and have it forced. So I play a bit far back, just spamming, standing in this health pack. I pushed, the reason I pushed across the point then, I mentioned I didn't want to have my back turned to them, so instead of pushing into that door there, I spam them and then fall back into the corner where the health pack is, so that if I do get rushed, I'm in the corner, that I won't be in their immediate vision. And I've got 3-4 people on the point to spam for me. So that forces them out. We know they're on the left side. Again, another problem here. The call was so much damage. Again, 2 different calls from me and Nox. Nox called go right. I called go left. The reason I called go left is because I knew they had crits. So I didn't want to face them head on, in case we dropped anyone. Nox wanted to call right so we could fight them head on. 2 different calls for us again. Obviously, people went right because Nox has the Uber. People decided to right. I turned away from left as well. I decided to go right, and I learned from the last time that me and Nox made a different call, and I turned and followed his. So you can see here, we hear their crits, so we start to back off. I'll tell Nox, stay on Mitzi, stay on Mitzi. It's really important. On most pushes, I will tell Nox who to Uber, or at least I'll tell him not to Uber me at least. So we'll be pushing in, and it'll be me and a scout, or me and a soldier, and then I'll say to Nox, stay on whoever, don't Uber me. I'll say back, because I know that it'll be better to keep the single Uber rather than multi it out and lose the time we have on it. Because it's very important we have a lot of time on this Uber versus crits, and get as many picks as we can. So we get Zebasai there. We see them back out on that right side. We hear a heavy as well. And we've got an Uber versus that heavy, and the Uber's just run out, and it only lasted that long because it was a single Uber. I then split around here so I can focus anyone around the back. Unfortunately, what happens is I get bounced. I took a sticky, I took a rocket, I took another rocket, so I'm on 60 health, and then I've got a scout spamming me from this back left corner. I get bounced up so far away from this right side that I've now got a scout behind me in the bottom left area as well. But again, I've done a lot of damage. I've done 60 to the den man, 160 to this soldier, 1 more soldier rocket on that soldier, and a stick on that soldier, and he dies. Then I immediately want to follow the damage up on the den man and push into that top right area, but the scout comes in bottom left behind me, and instead of going for the scout that we had there, he goes for me, which is a good call to make, or a good play to make. And our scout there couldn't finish him because he was in and out just to kill me. But we got the important picks. We know it's Mike there that gets the den man pick as well, so the mid's pretty much free. So we start capping this. So yeah. Mike goes for an aggressive play in the garage. He dies. It's something that Mike will always do. He'll always go for that aggressive play. Like he'll try to make a play in garage or something, and sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. Okay, so the call here I made. We know they've got crits, and we want to play close. We know they're going to want to crits out, so they probably think that we're going to play defensive and wait, try and hide away from their crits. We know they've got crit still, and they know we've got Uber. So I want to play into them straight away. I want to be where they are when they crit, so we can do as much damage as possible. So you can see here, we're waiting right on the corner of the crits. I hear them. We see the crit sticky, the crits rocket, knocks Uber straight away. Again, look at that damage. Look at that fucking damage. 148 damage to Mirrorlin. He is on 2 health. Okay? 2 health. And that third sticky misses him by a fucking inch. The second sticky that I fire up there, I think bounces off the soldier. It bounces off the soldier onto the floor, so it doesn't go through that hole. And then I immediately recognise that I'm not going to get Mirrorlin, and I drop out. So again, I was really unlucky with the fact that my sticky there was an inch off, and my 4th sticky there bounced off the soldier instead of going for the medic. Again, it's just one of those moments where Mirrorlin's gotten really lucky, and I've not been able to finish him off. But we do get a scout pick, so that's Uber for crits. We've got a player advantage. We get another pick there, so we've got 2 player advantage. Mike's on his way back to us as well. So we want to push in. We're pushing from all angles straight away. We know they're not going to hold yard. And we want to push straight into them because we know they've got, like, all they have is crits. The call here, again, another mistake from us. I mentioned before, when we've got when we have a player advantage, we send everybody left, and they go Z, top, garage, wherever. And me and one scout right. Nox didn't listen to my call. I called to do that. Nox didn't listen to my call. Nox hangs about on the right side here with me. I wanted to tell him, no, Nox, go left side, but we had the player advantage. I want to capitalise on this as quick as possible. So we then pushed 3 people through the right side. That's 3 people without Uber pushing through this right side, which is a small area to push through. And we don't have enough pressure on this left side then, or they don't have enough heals. So anyone taking damage on this left side isn't going to have enough heals. So we want to push, again, the call here was to push into them. We didn't check for a sticky trap, that's my bad there. I didn't check for the sticky trap on the door. Nox dies to the sticky trap, and now I've got 4 people. Like, had I had Nox here, that's 4 people. Look at them all lined up, ready to take some damage. But we don't have a medic, so I don't have enough of a constant heal to do anything to these. So I do, there you go, you can see 70 to the medic, 60 to the soldier, another 104 to the soldier, so that soldier's on 20 health. Hit him with another 60, so I don't understand how the fuck he's surviving or something. And then another, Mike gets a rocket on him, and yeah, that goes really hard for us. It was Nox's error coming in right side with us, it was my error not checking stickies. So like I said, there's a lot of mistakes happening. And everybody's... That could be croutons. So yeah, that was a huge mistake by us. We managed to retake that. Demo dies. So I'm going to spawn here. What we could have done here is continue to push to last. We've got the players, they don't have a demo man. I can't remember if we do or not. But yeah, they don't have a demo man immediately. So there's no sticky trap up. You can see here that we're playing quite defensive. Can't remember why. I presume that we think they've got crits now. I can't remember exactly why we were playing that defensive. Yeah, we're just trying to find out if anyone pushed into second now and hid. So I'll probably stick up the standard areas here unless we've got Uber soon. Yeah, so I'll stick up the left side and I'll stick up the right side. So we're expecting a crits push from them, I guess. I've sticked up the usual areas. So immediately, if anyone pushes into crits me, they're going to die to a sticky trap. And now the call was to go top. Right, so this is another error we make. You can see here we're on 90%. The call was, let's go top with a scout. There was a lot of indecisiveness here because we didn't know which scout to take. Walters was meant to originally, then he said, do you want to do it, Stefan? So we had to get Stefan up here instead. What we needed to do to win this last push, because we had a slight advantage on them, literally like 15%, 10%. You can see here we're reaching 90%, 100% even. You can see here, I'll pause it as soon as we hit 100. So this is the moment we should have been in their face straight away. We should have been on the ball, ready to go immediately. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, I'm gonna get a lot of spam now, aren't I? Don't spam too much of these fucking Twitch shit, please. Anyway, whatever. Back to this. So this is when we should have been pushing. 100% charge. They have, I think, 90%. We should have immediately been in their face, but there's a lot of indecisiveness here. Stefan's only just got up. We've got to buff him as well before we can push. And that's, we've Ubered immediately in here, and this is, again, a problem. We called where the stickies were. Mitzi died to them. Stefano did the standard scout thing, where if you get Ubered in, you think your medic is as fast as you are. And Stefan rushes into the face of 3 of them here. I'm going to resume it because that heavy sounds annoying. And he dies. We've lost 2 people immediately. We have to back out. We're really lucky that Nox didn't get bounced around too much, but Nox is getting bounced. He got bounced down, making him an easy pick for Zebo. Zebo then gets, and I've gone all like 100% savior hero mode here, and I tried to save Nox instead of staying up top and making sure I survive, because Nox is going to die there. Look at the position he's in. Zebo's directly underneath. I then sticky and drop down into an Ubered soldier. I do a lot of damage to him, like 60s, so he's on about 130. He's taking 130 damage, and then I know he's going to land there as well, so I hit him with a pipe for I can't see how much. But yeah, 2 stickies in the pipe I hit him with, and he's still on a lot of health. So that went really sour for us. So I could have at least salvaged what was left by staying alive, but I didn't. For anyone that doesn't know or who I am, it does say in my description I'm the demo man for Epsilon Esports, and they are currently the, I think, 3-time ETF2L champions, and that's 3 times in a row as well. I think we are. Obviously, only 2 of those seasons were with me. Before Epsilon, I was in Infused. Before Infused, I was with TCM Gaming, and I've pretty much been with them since the start. New Twitch layout doesn't have description. Oh, okay. I didn't know I had to add it again. I will then, at some point when I finish streaming today. So anyway, back to this. Yeah, we fucked up there on that push. We took too long. We should have pushed immediately. We didn't, and we lost people. So again, like I say, pushing back. We want to try and block this. We know Waltz is I think Waltz is behind. No, Waltz has died. But we want to try and block this. 3 of us top, and they're starting to spam at top, so we back out. We know we can't do anything. We're just going to hold yard. So I sticky there instead of here, because the last few times that I've stickied here, they either haven't pushed out or it's not worked. So I sticky in there to try and catch someone off guard, and then I sticky the right side as well. I'm not watching the left side too attentively. You can see there I've got very so the reason I'm jumping so much is because I want to see them as they're shooting the stickies, so I know when they come in. But the thing is, the scout was top, shooting my stickies, not bottom. Had he been bottom, he would have probably died. But yeah, so my stickies are gone. I've got nothing to hold them up. They're detting my left stickies as well, and I det my left sticky there, and I do a lot of damage to like 2 or 3 of them. You could hear the yell sound people make when they take damage, and there's 3 of them coming in bottom left. Did Nox get mad at Zebus? When? How did I get into the competitive scene? I played, at the time, before playing TF2, I played Counter-Strike Source, and I played for a team called Weapons of the Rebellion, which eventually, good games, obviously, which eventually became TCM Gaming. Weapons of the Rebellion was Byte's team, and I was in the CSS section of that organisation, so to speak. And I just watched their games sometimes, and I thought it was really interesting, and I started watching demos of Byte and Rib and whoever else, and I got really into it. And then I started playing with some friends, and then 6 months from then, I got asked by Vale to try. I trialed for Vale, and they took me in after 1 game, and that's pretty much like where I've been since. I've constantly played for either Vale or just Prem team, basically. I've been in Prem since then, although at the time it was Div 1, not Prem. But anyway, back to this demo thing. So I did a lot of damage to that left side. They're going to be rushing in here, so the next thing I need to do basically is to be bouncing them away So I'm going to start sticking the floor and around everywhere on the second, basically, to stop them. Sticky's on Zeb's side there. One stick, we got soldiers spamming him as well, or a soldier. So he immediately gets bounced to test. We can't rush into us. I then start sticking the door, I think. Or okay, no, I sticky the air. The reason I sticky the air is so that as soon as he jumps, he'll get knocked down. I think I actually miss it because he jumps a little bit lower, and then he just jumps onto here and bounces away because he can't do anything here. Okay, it does actually hit him, but obviously he's Uber, so it doesn't do anything. So he jumps out immediately. We've now got the Uber advantage, and we're going to be doing the same push that we always do, left, top, and right. What I want to point out here is I saw the scout on that top right area, and I saw a soldier near the pillar as well. What that implies to me is that they want to take the top area, and I think that because the scout was already on that top area, getting a buff, waiting to go top. So I immediately think they're going to be wanting to go for a back cap on this push. And if I played a season with Online Gamer actually. That was when I can't remember why I did, but yeah, I do remember that. So yeah, I see that they're wanting to take the top area. So we're going to do the standard push, but I'm being very cautious this time because I don't want to lose anybody top. So it's just checking for things, and we know that they're top as well because they're taking a lot of spam. So I immediately stick it behind us in case they're pushing top. They don't, so I start to push in slowly and cautiously here. You can see that I'm checking everywhere, checking the usual spots. I'm not getting pressured that much, which was very weird. I could only see 3 players there, so my first thought was to check top. I see the scout, immediately one sticky on him, call it, soldier focuses him. The reason I put the sticky on the ledge there, rather than again up top, is in case he rushes down and tries to go for knocks. So he would have died immediately had he tried to do that. So we've now got the scout down. And now it's just a case of capping. Again, I'm not pushing directly into them immediately. I'm just waiting for people to get closer and get some time on point. I then stick it at the door so they can't come in immediately. They want to block it. I get a kill on Zebasai. We've been forced, but we've got a kill on Zebasai. And now we want to clear up whoever's left. We know there's a scout behind us, so I'm not too aggressive with this push. I'm checking behind us still in case he rushes for us. I call his garage, so we've now got people on the right side trying to deal with him. But it's not just him that's on the right side. He does go down though. And now we can push on to middle. I think that's what we tried to do. Yeah, we know that. I think they've got crit still. I can't remember exactly at this point anymore, because I've already done this for been doing this for quite a while now. Okay, so we tried to get a force. I presume that was what Walters was doing, sticking up defensively again. Sticky's on that right side. I don't hang around too long. Obviously, if I stood in that right area there, it would be too obvious I was setting up for a sticky trap there. So I take a quick glance while backing away towards the right side. When people see me backing away towards that right side, I think they presume I'm sticking the tube area there, so they might not check that. But obviously they did, and I didn't kill anyone, or I just deaded it at a bad time. So I immediately want to get in second and play defensive and get out. Now it's just trying to force it, sticky up again, and I'm going to have to set some stickies up to bounce them if they keep pushing in. So there's a couple on the floor there to bounce them away, a couple on the sides to try and get scout pick, but they come on the right side. We start backing out immediately. We were prepared to give up second, fifth. We're close to Uber, so we're just happy to keep Nox alive. I deck my stickies in hopes it'll kill someone second. It doesn't. I sticky up left side and I sticky up top in case they go, because it's at that time again where I want to talk about what Bro do quickly, is where, like I keep saying this, they send a couple of players for a sack. They'll send, soldier, scout or whatever, and they'll try and get knocked. So immediately I want to stick the left side and top side. So the only place they can come from is safely is right side. So they don't have too much pressure here. So immediately, what's happening here is we've got 2 scouts top. Like, our combo can't do anything to their combo, but we've immediately got 2 scouts on that soldier. So that soldier's straight away taking a lot of damage. He's going to get spammed as well by soldiers, I think. So you can see there, Cookie goes down. I don't even know where that was. Soldier's having to be Ubered now because he took a lot of damage. They've got another soldier jumping top into another scout, and we haven't Ubered yet. Now we do, and their Uber's about to run out because Mirrodin's had to split the Uber so much. Their Uber's it's going to run out any second. So I'm very confident in pushing into them on the right side here, and I'm just going to immediately spam it. I'm not going to get the medic because he's already pretty far out, but the scout and the demo who's behind there are pretty far forward considering they don't have much Uber left. So I immediately push into them, sticky the area they're going to be getting out, get lots of damage on the demo, get lots of damage on the scout and on the medic, and that's immediately mid for us, second for us, sorry. The reason I keep pushing here is that we can get Mirrodin, do 50 to him, he dies, then I know that we can cap second, and I want to get the spawn camp. They're going to be spawning any second. I was looking at the scoreboard at the time, and immediately I just want to spawn camp, make sure nobody could come out, and as standard I will just stand here and wait for my team to do it, because I know they've at least got 2 people in there, or could have at least 2 people in there. So I call my team go cap, I'll stand here, and they're not going to get pressured immediately because they lost quite a few people on seconds, so they don't have the immediate spawns. and they think that I'm in there as well. They don't know I'm still here. But I give up on that eventually. I don't dump my stickies immediately in case he's still there, so that he has. If there was somebody in there, he wouldn't have heard me sticking. He wouldn't. Sorry, he wouldn't have heard me detting. So he thinks that it's not safe still. And then as I back away, the further and further away I get, I just det and hope that he's not in there anymore. Or I wait for a call that they saw two soldiers. I'm not sure which it is. Probably I just detted randomly. No stickies on the left, so we immediately take the left side for free. I should have sticked that scout sooner. And this call here, again, another error made by us. Is there a reason why I don't use a pain train? There's just no need. I'm not. Oh, the second I walked away is when he spawned. Well, that was lucky then. Oh yeah, you guys would have seen my wall hacks there with the outline glow thing. Is there a reason why I don't use a pain train? It's just personal preference. Like, very rarely am I capping on my own. I just see no need to. That's it. Okay. So anyway, the error here, you can see Stefan's gone really aggressive. Two different calls, again, from me and Nox. I called, we forced him out, let's be happy with the point. So I was the one doing the defensive call for once, and Nox wanted to force onto them. It was also an error on my part, because I didn't hear that we had noob advantage. I had no idea. It was my bad I wasn't listening properly to Nox. So that was called by him. He wanted to push into it immediately, and Stefan does a lot here. Like, Stefan's on his own, and if... Like you can see, look at the split here. We've got people playing aggressive in that left corner, and Stefan's actually in there last, fighting a demo soldier and a medic on his own. While what the fuck am I doing? I'm sitting back here sticking the point. What use am I to anybody if my team is there and they're fighting people on their last, and I'm here sticking? So it's a huge error on my part. Excuse me. And my team overextended to try and get the kills because I should have been there as well to help. If I was there, I'm pretty sure we'd have cleaned up on that right side. But Stefan was because there was no pressure. Like, Stefan had all the pressure, so he was getting bounced around and shot around and whatever. So he can clean up anything. I'm like, you can see there, me and that soldier just sitting back left doing nothing. Might get a kill cookie, but we've now we've lost Stefan, and I've forced Uber. I did get a demo pick, but I've had to force Uber. Mitzi and Stefan go down because they were quite aggressive, and yeah, that's just a horrible, horrible, horrible push from us. Completely uncoordinated. Like, that's the sort of mistakes that we shouldn't be, as a team, we shouldn't be making.
Being contested.
Yeah, it's the sort of mistakes that Epsilon shouldn't be making as a team, and we did, and yeah. So the call here, we've got a back cut from Walters. We want to block this. It's just to jump on the point and block it for as long as possible. I'm not really thinking about trying to hit those pipes there. I'm just trying to, try and stay alive for as long as possible, so I'm moving around. I didn't, unfortunately, and Stefan couldn't get in, so we don't manage to block it. We've now lost 2 people to block that, and Walters is still behind. Walters has the nice thing of not immediately rushing into them behind them and just hanging around, so they've got the thought in the back of their head that there's a scout behind and he could come up at any time, but they don't know where he is still, because Walters is just dodging around and hiding. And so Walters is delaying quite well for us. So yeah, Merlin didn't die there, they've got the advantage. Mike tried to force there, he doesn't get the force, so immediately I'm sticking it the same as I always do when we've got a disadvantage, bouncing him around. He goes top instead, so I call for Mitzi. Mitzi goes to block top instead. I just get a lot of damage on the soldier, so I get 3 stickies on that soldier. He's weak. I immediately sticky bottom left in case that scout rushes me. I do 90 to him and Stefan cleats him up. Knocks Ubers out of fear for dropping me. Me and Stefan get Ubered here to rush them. I see them backing up bottom right, they've got no idea I'm here. I get a sticky onto both of them. Unfortunately, I misplaced that second sticky and hit it there. I've now just got to hide. The call here for me was I wanted Nox to arrow me so that I'd get to full health. He didn't have one loaded, unfortunately. Zebasai then comes in through this bottom right area and just cleans me up because he turns. I'm not sure if he turned because he knew I was there or if he turned because I shot a sticky on the floor. Either way, Nox didn't have anything loaded to heal me with, so we lost the demo there. We shouldn't have lost the demo. But we've got the U advantage at least. Nox stayed alive, Miralyn didn't, so now we want to push onto yard already. So yeah. So So again, we're on this left area. We've got the Uber advantage, so we want to immediately get in their face. I can't remember what push we do here. It looks like we're doing the standard scout. They left me right with scout. I checked for stickies this time. See where they are. I call that there's no stickies top there for the team starts to push in. We want to get in their face immediately. I tell them they're bottom right, and we want to drop into their face. We hear the back cap. I'm just playing defensive. Now this is a big error on Broder's part. They left. I think it's one or two people to go for that back cap, and because of our push, because of that, they didn't have enough of anything to hold us on the left side. So 5 of my team went left, and they couldn't hold that at all. They split around through Z, top, and garage. Dropped down with Uber onto them there, and we've now capped the point for free. I say for free. We did get forced, and now it's just desperation from Broder trying to block it. And now we can get. I think we can get last for free here. I think we do. I'm pretty sure we do. Yes. So there we go. That's 2-0. So let's see how this mid goes again. Mids, we've lost them all so far, I think. So let's see how this one goes. I'm pretty sure I don't change anything again. I just take the standard slow route through top. I'm pretty sure that's what I do at least. Let's see. Yes, I do. Or maybe I go bottom actually. I go bottom, okay. So the reason is I just don't want to take so much spam from the top. We know that the other reason actually, not that I just don't want to take as much spam from top, is that Broder pretty much always favour this right side. Their standard push is to take lots of people right side. They'll have maybe a scout top that'll try to pressure top left a bit, but that'll be it. They'll have 2 soldiers right side. Tech will generally push along this bottom area and then jump, and Zebasai will take the crates. Or they'll both take the crates, but they'll take 1 crate each. So I push along this right side to get as much spammers on them as they come in through there. You can see me just a little bit of safe spam. I get a nice sticky on both soldiers as they're in mid-air. I think it's both soldiers, might be a soldier and a scout. Cool that they've taken a bit of damage top. And then my focus immediately is on this combo and around here. So you can see here, the mid's kind of even. They're having to spam a lot further to hit my team than I am theirs. So immediately, sticky onto demo, he takes 50, play defensive, and that's rocket from whoever that soldier was. Forced me out of middle immediately. I was fairly healthy, and then suddenly I take a big chunk of damage and I'm on 19 health backing out. So immediately the call is to back out. I do 150 damage to whoever that soldier is, then thinking that I can come back in. I come top instead. I just got a text, so I need to pause this quickly. Okay, so I come back in top left here. Health pack's not there, so I can't take it. And we lost Nox, so the call was again to go for the medic. I go top, they have seen me, but they've not dealt with me yet. I get 2 stickies, I'm not mirroring, he's dead. I want to get out here, I want to jump, because you heard me then putting a sticky behind me. But I took 1 scattergun shot too many as I was dropping down to that lower area of the crate, and I'm on 40 health and I can't jump at that. So obviously the minimum damage that a sticky will do is 45 through a jump.
Our control point is being captured.
And I am slowly losing my voice. Okay, so the call was here. They don't have a medic yet. We want to block this, or at least retake it. The medic will have spawned now. But I think I think we've got a slight advantage. Maybe not too big. It is there though. So again, we want to do the standard push in to retake. And again, I'm sticking top just in case they sack any players. And now we start to push. So again, it's just a case of checking all the standard areas. Mitzi and me drop quickly instantly. We start pushing through left side. Mitzi dies to stick it up. Okay, again, the thing was, on that push there, I actually called there's no stickies top left, which immediately means that either on the point or on the pillars. Mitzi died, he didn't check the pillars. That was just an error of a player error there. We knew that there weren't stickies in the standard spots, there were going to be in the other standard spots. So I want to try and get as much damage done here as possible. Unfortunately, I get bounced up and I've got no stickies left loaded, and they're really split. I can't focus anybody. Zebasai is there. I think, yeah, Zebasai is there. Merlin's there. Rib's there. So my focus is immediately split. It's just me and Nox. We're losing people behind in the non-Uber versus non-Uber fight on the flank. So this is horrible for us so far. I drop down. I've got nothing loaded. I've got only pipes. I just tried to get out instead. But yeah, I don't have enough loaded. So I'm having to reload now. They're pushing back immediately. I'm weak. They've got Uber. Nox is weak as well. We both get to die. And now this is a free last point for them because of how horrible that push was. Nox Uber, as soon as the sticky trap got deaded there by on Mitzi, obviously out of fear of it wasn't actually a sticky trap. Excuse me, and we just lost too many people because we Ubered too early, and then we got split. Okay, so the fourth middle, let's see if we do anything different now. Standard rollout again for me, I go top, I think. No, bottom again. Okay. So Ripcon's onto it again, nice stickies me. I'm immediately taking a lot of spam. So you can see there what happened was Scout pistoled me from top left, then was focused his spam on me, and a Scout was ready to rush me across the point. So immediately, rather than spamming top left and point, although they were doing the most spam to me, I had to sticky safely there so the Scout couldn't rush me. Had that Scout rushed me and hit me some more, I would have died. But I managed to get the health pack. So that's immediately a ton of damage they've done to me, which is now wasted. Rib's not got much ammo left, and that Scout's got no pistol shots left. So we've got the upper hand in terms of, you know, ammo and health, because I'm back to the health I was on originally after all their damage. So we start to push back across the point now. Demo is still focusing on me. He's blindsided completely. Stefan runs in. All of their focus was on me there. They had a Scout there. The Scout was there, and the Demo there. All their focus on me. So Stefan comes in on the bottom left and cleans up Medic and Demo. Now it's just a case of trying to save Nox, because they're going to go for the sack. They go for it. Tech gets me, not Nox, and that's fine. We've got the huge advantage now. We've got middle, and we can push some players forward to get second, which we do now. Mitzi and Nox go forward, and this could have been 3-1. My call here was there's 2 minutes left. We're going to stall this, just to make sure that they couldn't win. So we want to just hang around a second, cap it, but not push last. We just want to delay them. We don't do that, unfortunately. Nox and Mitzi are very overeager. And they Uber top and go, which wasn't great for us. So you can see here they've taken Rib, which is fine, but it's just them two bring on to last onto like 4 of them. We don't do enough damage. Everyone else comes in. Everyone else gets weak. So you can see that we've already lost Walters. We do kill the medic, but it's at a huge cost because we lose ours as well, and we're all really weak. I come in here, and this is my bad here. I don't do enough damage. Plain and simple. You can see there they're very far away from me, and I find my first sticky there hoping someone was there. No one was. So I've got Soldier back right and 2 Scouts around there, I think. So my first sticky's a miss. Second sticky miss because that Scout drops down from there to there. So that Soldier's gone to reset. Now it's a 1v2, and the Scouts are really split, so it's hard to focus them. Third sticky misses. Fourth sticky misses. Fifth sticky hits, and that's it. I hit 1 sticky out of 5 there. So that's just really poor. I missed 2 pipes on that Scout in the corner, and although the push wasn't great, I then secured us losing that push by missing so much. Like, it's unacceptable to miss 4 stickies like that. So okay, so I sticky I know they've just kept second. We want to hold this. I sticky put 1 sticky on left on Z, and I immediately see that they're not going left. So I know they're coming right side. So I pre-fire a sticky there. It's going to hit whoever comes out of the corner. It might even hit that soldier, I can't remember. So I immediately just start firing at the corner. I call they've got crits. I do a lot of damage on the Demo and Medic. Demo's now dead because he got bounced. Medic could die as well if I keep chasing, but I don't. I want to make sure that Nox is okay because I saw a soldier chase. I then got a lot of spam on the soldier and Scout. Instead of spamming that Scout, I know that Scout was in the corner. I just want to pause it quickly. So you saw me spamming nothing there. I was just spamming pipes rather than shooting that Scout. The reason is we had a Scout there and a soldier behind me here, so I knew that they were going to focus him. Because it was called. I said to focus Scout. And while they were doing that, I spammed here, so the soldier couldn't come around this corner and focus the 3 of us who were in this corner. He had to sacrifice that Scout, which he did. We got the Scout, but then Zebasai started to come around after I had no pipes left, and he got the pick on Mitzi. So now I start to reload. Zebasai's overextended here. Medic takes a sticky. So the Medic takes a sticky, and so does Zebo. Medic then gets another sticky underneath him, and he takes that. Now I've only got 1 sticky, and I don't think I've got any pipes left. I've 1 pipe as well. One thing about my sticky play is that when I only have 1 sticky and I have to keep reloading after firing, it's not very good. Plain and simple. I'm not good at firing sticky, firing sticky, reloading. My aim's not that great compared to when I've got 8, and I can kind of force them into a position I want them to be in. So you can see here, first sticky, too close to me. Bibben doesn't have to cut. Bibben doesn't have to keep rushing me. He can just stand back and spam, which he does. He does great here. He doesn't push forward and hit sticky. He just immediately runs backwards. So my sticky misses him. I then start to reload a pipe. I've got 1 pipe now. I immediately see him jump top, but again he does a really nice move and baits it down, and he falls backwards. So I shoot my pipe over the top, he falls down and goes to the right immediately, so my pipe's then missed, and I've got nothing left loaded. Nothing loaded at all, and I've just got a bottle. I get the bottle out, and he gets his... he gets his bat out and just bats me. And that's GG.
Time has been added.
So yeah, that is my demo review of my play on